today we are looking at the concept of the we, of really being a couple and supporting each other and having each other's backs, and how that can really support you in your family, in yourself, in your family, and in the world. And there are different words for that. Sometimes there's a therapist called Stan Tatkin who talks about something called the couple bubble. So it's like you're in this bubble of the two of you. You know, like when you move around through the world, you're not moving around just as two individuals. You're always also two individuals, and you're held by this container of being in a couple, this couple bubble, which is so beautiful. So, you know, when you go somewhere, you've got your awareness on your husband. You can't hear me? Is that better? Oh, I haven't been using this thing. But somehow it seems, if it's not better, I'll switch it up. Can you still hear me? Maybe I'll do that. Let's try this. Okay. Is that better? No. I wonder if it's I'm going to turn Bluetooth off if it's somehow catching that. Now you can't hear me at all?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening on your end then, Phyllis. And I do want you to hear me. I'm not sure. Can you hear me now? I think you're frozen. So yours might be going in and out. Yeah, it froze for a minute on your end.
We could hear you better with the earphones.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Usually we use this, and that's pretty good. But I'll put these back in because I want you to hear me.
Appointment to go. By the way, I have an appointment to go see my husband who's in the hospital, and so we may have to leave early.
Okay.
But we want to.
I'm sorry.
I missed the meditation.
All right. Well, then let's do the meditation. I will read to you a little bit from my book, which I know several of you have read or looked at, Being Together: Practical Wisdom for Loving Yourself and Your Partner. And I just wanted to bring in this piece about really responding to your husband and being responded to. And there's something, I'll read about it. Bids for attention. You can strengthen your we by doing what John Gottman calls responding to your partner's bids for attention. Your partner's bids for attention are attempts at creating a connection. And the more responsive you are, the more connected you will feel. Your connection can be nourished in many ways, and you have to discover how to do so together. Find out, what do they love? What reaches them? What makes them smile? What helps them to relax and feel safe and secure? Curiosity is your friend. A bid for attention may appear differently at different times. For instance, a question from your partner can be a bid for attention. Your partner is seeking your opinion. So when they ask you a question, be present and respond. Ignoring them by making a grunting sound without looking up from your book, cell phone, or the television is dismissive of your partner's bid. Ignoring a bid for attention can result in your partner feeling rejected, unappreciated, or like they don't matter to you. So really responding to each other and listening to each other is so important. So let's meditate here. We'll do an 8-minute meditation. And then we'll do a little bit of journaling afterward. So let's begin. So take a moment, make yourself comfortable. That might mean arranging yourself differently in your chair or lying down. the most important thing is to make yourself really comfortable, allowing for ease in the body. Also invites the mind to settle down, letting your mind settle as your body settles. And I want to invite you to take some nice full breaths, breathing in a way that feels good to you. Letting yourself be nourished by your breath. Very slowly, since you, as a rare mother, have carved out this special time for yourself, this time to rest, to turn your attention toward yourself. Because the more you can nourish yourself, the more you can be available in your life to your family. And it's so important to take time to tend to yourself, tending to yourself with your attention. And just for these moments, set everything else aside. What if everything and everyone can wait, including your thoughts that might be beckoning you, the to-do list, just letting that set aside, be set aside. Because right now you are tending to yourself. Because you are in a couple, you are in a union, in a we. Inside of the we, there's a you and a me. So you are an integral part of that couple. Every breath is a breath of kindness and care for yourself. Because as a rare mother, you are offering a lot of kindness and care into your life, to your family, to your husband. Because when you are nourished with your own attention, with enough sleep, with good food, then you have the capacity to give without giving everything away. And I know this can be really challenging in the role that you're in. So much caregiving. And when you give this care to yourself, then you're coming from a nourished and balanced place where you can maintain your personal integrity. And even if your mind is roaming here and there, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Just come back to your breath. This gentle, nourishing breath. With every breath, you're showering yourself with kindness and care. And the more you practice this with yourself, turning off the voice of the inner critic, the voices of doubt, the more you can practice kindness, this gentle kindness in the world. And it begins with you. Now smiling into your own heart. Rest here for another little bit. This time is so sacred. I honor you for taking this time for yourself. And as you're ready, you can breathe, you can wiggle your fingers and toes, you can let yourself stretch a little bit if that feels good. So I'm curious if you just let's just take a few minutes, maybe like 3 minutes, and just write about how do I tend to my relationship? How do you tend to your relationship? And if you want, how does your husband tend to your relationship? Looking at both sides of that. So let's just take a few minutes and then we'll come back.